I'm writing to you today because I just had some difficult moments those last weeks. I don't want to see her again. She had trouble with alcohol and was violent verbally, physically, and emotionally with me. It was really terrible. I had to fight with her once or twice because she was out of control. I feel terrible that I had to do this to her to defend myself. During the last week, she was flirting with someone else, writing him lots of messages, spending lots of time with him. I felt in me lots of jealousy, despite the fact she told me things were clear for her and that she always respects me in this. Sometime after her crisis with alcohol, we had sex and mentioned him. We had any argument about it. She always blamed me, telling me I wasn't open enough. I had the feeling she never included me in her decision. It was always about her. Today I'm split between the feeling that I can't accept such a thing in my life, that she is probably a narcissist, and the feeling of sadness and not sure if I'll be strong enough to say no if she tries to come back. It is very weird because even in the worst moments I've never felt she was wrong or judged her. Even right now I feel love and affection when I think about her. I feel I want attention and love from her. I try to focus on what I need in relation and what I want. I usually have lots of attention in my heart and not enough in my solar plexus. Thank you for your wisdom, Lisa. Wish you all a beautiful evening. Yeah, relationships are your biggest teachers. Whatever you attract in this world, especially in partners which are so intimate, it's a reflection of your mind. If you are feeling a victim, you'll attract a perpetrator. If you're feeling a perpetrator, you'll attract a victim. If you can't think about the opposites, but whatever opposites there are, you'll attract it. So if you're somebody that's got low self-esteem, then you'll attract more than likely someone's high self-esteem. If you have problem stating your will, you'll most probably attract someone with strong will, and so it goes on. So whatever your partner manifests is a reflection of what is happening in you. And it's so intimate who you attract, because they have such an effect on your life. Like they become, normally what happens is eventually we move in together and they become your day-to-day experience, and that will have a big impact on you. If you want a mother, then you'll attract a mother. If your mother never gave you love, you'll attract a mother that never gives you love, etc., etc. And on the game goes. And we always have the finger pointing that way or that way. It's me, it's them, it's me, it's them, it's me, it's them. Whereas really, who is who? Where do you end and they begin? And how do you know what's what? Their anger, your anger, their abuse, your abuse. This is in no way saying it's okay to be being in an abusive relationship or abusing another in a relationship. That's easily what the mind takes it as. She's saying it's okay because who is it? I can shout at my partner because who is shouting? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there is no boundary between anything. I'm also not saying it's your fault if you pick somebody that is abusive. I've picked controlling men in my life. I can see that. And I can see why that's happened and that it's not their fault. I'm equally playing the game. I picked that because that's what my mother picked. Pick that because that's what I was trained in. I picked that because I don't have strong will, because I was trained like that and because of awakening. I picked that because it was the greatest teacher I could possibly pick. It was so enlightening. Brought up all rage and insecurity, murderous feelings in me at points. And it brought up feelings like I don't exist to them, like I am not allowed to exist. And when that is taken for what it is, when you really are prepared to see everything in this life as your teacher, then you go really into the depth of your own being and seeing that it's all illusion anyway. There is no situation, there is no person, there is no thought, there is no dynamic that can hold you ransom to anything. Who you are is this conscious presence which is glowing in the background and has nothing to do with life, and there is nothing in this life that can disturb you. Even if you have the most abusive partner, or the least abusive partner, or you're the most abusive, your freedom is never dependent on that which is appearing in life. Your freedom is always dependent on who you actually are, which is this presence glowing, beaming out of us. Glowing, beaming, radiating. So use it as a tool to look at yourself. If you're addicted, then do what alcoholics or people with eating disorders do, is you have to remove yourself from the environment and ask someone to help you come off that addiction. And if you give yourself a certain period of time, you'll come off that addiction. You can be addicted to other people, addicted to company, addicted to the affection, addicted to the security, this familiarity. Non-duality doesn't mean that you have to prescribe to monogamous, or what's the opposite to monogamous? Polynogamous. Polygamy. Being dyslexic sometimes. Polygamy, though, sounds really fantastic. Polygamy. So it doesn't mean that one is right or wrong, it's what you feel in the moment. I don't believe in either. I don't believe in marriage. I don't not believe in marriage. I don't believe in monogamy. I don't not believe in monogamy. It's what you feel with that person in that moment. It's what your heart desires. Nothing's right or wrong. And if it's not appropriate for you, don't let anyone convince you of anything under the context or pretext of spirituality. But having said all that, nothing in the flow of life is your freedom. Your freedom is always that which is looking out. right here, right now. Thank you for your message. It's quite deep. I can't really go that deep into it with you. It'd be better if we had a one-to-one session, but we don't. But basically, if we had a one-to-one session, I would point you more into your chakras and what you feel, and seeing that these feelings aren't your truth, aren't your reality. They are simply arising, appearing, and not you, not who you are. Thank you for your question.